I do have one quick question. I'm so sorry.
Go
How,
ahead.
how did you how did you get from when you built the skis page,
Hmm.
you generated the link, and then you got to a point where you were able to change all of the information at the top bar?
Oh, that's the landing page. So the first part was the squeeze page. So let me go back and show that part.
uh,
So the first part that we did was the squeeze page. This is where you're going to generate that lead. I'm sorry, the link of whatever type of. This is where you're going to create your list. The squeeze page is where you're going to create the list. It's gonna. It could be I've done one where it's like homes with pools, swimming pools, new builds. I've done homes under 300,000 in on the northeast side of San Antonio. You could be really specific, or just listed foreclosures. That one's pretty popular all the time. And then once you generate that link, whatever it's on this, you're going to copy that link. You're going to go back to lead engine. This is where you're going to go to build a landing page.
okay.
So build landing page, and that's it takes you to this. And then so
Okay.
that squeeze page, that link that you just copied, you're gonna either you want to save that link somewhere, either on the notes or just right click it. And sometimes I'll do that first. I'll go to that just so I don't accidentally delete it and I have to go back, and so I'll do that. That's a good question, because yeah, you will come across that. So just first and foremost, this is where you're going to take them. So once they put their information here, it's going to take them to that whatever you put right here. It doesn't have
Okay.
so that's a good point. So you don't always have to put, you don't always have to do this right here. Let's say if you're creating a landing page and you want to take them to like a certain website that you have, or an event that you created, or something, any type of whatever you're promising them to take them to, you can put whatever link right here. And once they click on here, it's going to take them to whatever website that you're promising to take them at.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you so much.
No problem. Any other questions before I move on to the video one?
Real quick. I was Risa, I saw in here you were asking where you can get copies of his Canva images. So he put in our Facebook World Tribe, if y'all go back to his post earlier and go to comments, he gave y'all some examples. He kind of pre-did some of those for everybody.
Let me pull it up real quick.
Y'all, yeah, let him show y'all. It's in our World Tribe, so you can go find those there.
World Tribe, there it is. So World Tribe on the top right here. It's got the actual slides for this, so you could kind of go back and go step by step on how to do it. And then in the comment section, I did some generic ones for y'all, because again, this is a class in itself on how to use Canva. And then we're all gonna use this one right now. So I'm glad we're on this right now. So if you guys can, we're gonna use this one as an example while everybody can do it. So just save this one to your computer right now, and then we're gonna upload it in post image in just a second. And so I know I'm going kind of fast. I don't want to keep you guys too long. There's really not a whole lot of steps to this. So that's why it's a fast class. But just know that landing page can open you up for a lot of different uses. I want to show you guys just a couple of ways that I use it. And so one of the sites I use to organize my links, because you could always reuse these links once you create them. You don't want to just use them one time. You kind of want to create stuff that you could reuse from time to time. I have some that I've created over a year ago, and I'm still using them to generate new leads. So if you've already put in the work, might as well work smarter and have that to go back to. So let me show you a couple of the ones that I've created in the past.
Hey, Lotto, sorry, man.
Yeah.
Don't want to mess up your flow. Quick question.
No worries.
Is it the squeeze page, the one where you type in what you're looking for, like the house's price point or houses with a pool or whatever? Is that the squeeze page?
That's correct. On the squeeze page, that's where you're going to create the whatever list that you're going to be creating. In this case, I just
Right.
made a generic one, just listed, but it could be whatever you want. It could be you know, if you wanted to market a certain neighborhood, like farm a certain neighborhood in your area, you could do
Mhm.
that, zip code. And so, you know, a good way to use that, let's say you belong to like your neighborhood Facebook group. You know, I'm part of Cibolo Canyons myself. Sometimes I'll do a list. Hey neighbors, this is a list of homes in Cibolo Canyon. You know, and then you'll get people like, you know, clicking on that. You could also do a seller squeeze page. Seller squeeze page is basically it takes them to your website that we have with Kvcore, and it's like a pricing tool. So, you know, a seller will put their address in there, and you know, once they come into your Kvcore, it notifies you that it's a seller and not a buyer. You know, so I do recommend you kind of going through this and like just playing around with it. Right now, I'm just kind of teaching how to create the landing page. But I'm going to show you a couple of uses that I've.
Okay. Well, the actual question that I had is when you finally come up with your topic that you want to search,
Mhm.
everything on that map, all the little black dots with the houses, is that auto populated or is that like
That's
under
always
your name?
Yeah, that's all. It's going to be auto populated to you.
Okay.
So let's say if I create one for somebody else, my link it's gonna only take it to my Kvcore. So it's not like you can get like a buddy to do it for you. I mean, the only way to do that would be if you gave them access to your Kvcore, meaning your password and, you know.
I'm sorry, I meant like the actual houses. So when you went on there and the map was there and it had all the dots. So like you said, houses under, let's say you do houses under 300,000. So when it populates and it has all the houses, that's auto populated.
That's correct. Yeah. So
okay, that's my question.
So, and you could make it in general, like I just did all San Antonio. So that's why I had a whole bunch of them. But you could, you know, you could draw on the little map. Let me do that real quick before I move on. So.
Okay. Sorry, man.
No worries. Yeah, no, this is why we do this. You know, because when I create these classes, there's a lot of questions where, you know, that might not come up. So this is good. So I welcome the questions.
And I guarantee you, so many of us have the same questions. So
Yeah.
y'all just keep asking.
Exactly.
That's why we're doing these, to help each other.
This is why
if you say,
go ahead.
Sorry, man. So if you say houses with a pool, it's gonna, the algorithm is going to look for listings that say pool, and it's going to show them on the map.
Correct.
Dude, how cool is that,
Let's work backwards. So I'm going to do another one real quick.
And you got to remember it's pulling from our MLS.
Yeah, it's
Right.
pulling from our MLS.
Yeah.
And so the cool thing about this, guys, is if you create this link once, even if you use this link a couple of months, it automatically updates. You know, so because it's Kvcore, that link's always going to update. So it could be an old link and it's still going to update. So that's why I'm saying you could always reuse these. Make sense? Okay, so let's do one. Like let's do James. You give me an idea. What do you want me to market?
New Braunfels.
Well, actually, I might not be part of New Braunfels. Let me check.
Yeah, if it's under Sable.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it is under Sable. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'll do New Braunfels real quick. Listing type. I'll do. Let me do multifamily. Just let me change it up real quick. I'll do multifamily. Nice. I'm not gonna mess with the price point. Let me see what happens. So I generate the link right here. I want to test it out. I want to make sure stuff pops up first, right? So if you right click, you highlight it. You right click. See where it says go to.
Yes.
And I'm gonna see what it takes me to. So one property. So that wouldn't be a good one to use. So let me go back. That's why I like to test it out. Let's do residential instead. There's not a lot of multi. So let me do single family. I'm gonna generate the link.
Laudo, quick question since we're on this screen real quick. What's that Facebook cover photo right here? Like the underneath hashtags.
Where's that?
On the right hand side.
There you go.
Yeah. What is that?
You could put a so this is, we're not going to mess with this one because we're creating a landing page after this. So we're not using whatever, but let's say if you could still share, let's say if you wanted to share this link on your Facebook, you're basically giving them a link to that, but you're not really capturing leads this way, because you're just giving
Oh, I
them,
see.
you're giving them the information. Here you go, have at it. But
okay.
the purpose of the landing page, it's kind of like your gatekeeper. If you give me your information, I'm going to give you access to this specific list that I created for you. Make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to generate the link again, because anytime you make changes to any of this right here, you want to go back and generate that link. So I think I had already done it, but so I'm going to test it out. Always test it out, just to make sure it actually takes you there. And so now it gives you more options. So, you know, I just did just listed. Let's narrow it down a bit. Let's do more itemized. Let's do under.
Where do you choose, like with the pool option?
For the pool, it's going to be right here where it says options. Yeah, let's do that. There's foreclosures. There's, I think I passed it.
Right.
Pool. So with pools under 400,000, let's see what populates. I generate the link again. So some of these are new construction. Okay. There's not a lot to choose from on that option. Let me take off the price tag. See what happens with that.
What was it number 2 on there?
Say it again.
That meant that there were two houses right next to each other.
Oh, and when you zoom in, then it'll separate them. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was off by 1. I guessed 4 before you even clicked on it. It was 5.
Okay, so this is a good list right here. It's got enough. You don't want to have too many. You want to just have kind of itemized. What you'll find is some of these when you get leads coming in like that, you could always kind of gauge whatever they're it's almost like you're spying on them. You could see what they're clicking on. And so you could see when somebody revisits your page, you know, it's because they're using that link again. So it's pretty cool. So yeah, this is a good one. So let's stay with this one. So this link right here, I would copy it, or I would save it to your notes or wherever you want to just kind of copy that link. This is the link to the squeeze page, not the landing page. This is where I'm going to use that link on the landing page. So now I'm going to create a landing page. And that link, I'm going to put it up here. So basically, after they put their email, or if you wanted to do a cell phone number, after they click this little, see the list now, after you build all of that stuff that we went through earlier, it's going to take them to that page right here. So let's pretend like we actually just went through all of that stuff right here, right? I want to say we just did all this, edited. I'm going to save this. And this is what it would come up to. So that link right here, if you were to share that or post that up, it would have this. Once they enter their email on here, it takes them to that list. It'll take them to this. So what they're going to be seeing, they're going to get this option. And by then you already have their name. Kvcore is really good about scrubbing them. So sometimes you'll even have like their Facebook, their email address, obviously. Sometimes it'll attach a phone number already. If it's somebody that's always online, and pretty much they're in the system already, it's kind of scary. But they use Kvcore uses, I think, Spokio, which is like a background check website. And so it'll actually give you on the, when the lead comes in, sometimes if it scrubs it and pops up, it'll have their details on there. So now you have a quality lead. There's no reason to pay for Zillow, guys. You already have all this.